Most problems in life do not arrive loudly. They begin quietly, small, easy to ignore. We tell ourselves we will deal with them later. But later, those same problems return stronger, scarier, and harder to control. Today's story reminds us that fear grows when we refuse to understand its source, and that even the smallest courage can bring the biggest clarity. Beyond rolling green fields, at the edge of low stone hills, stood a village called Sundarpur. It was not rich, but it was peaceful. The villagers depended on farming, animals, and most importantly, an old stone well at the center of the village. That well had served them for generations. Children learned to walk beside it. Elders sat near it in the evenings. Every home depended on its water. But years of neglect slowly changed everything. One night, during a strong breeze, a strange sound rose from the well. It was not a voice. It was not words. It was a deep, uneven sound, long, hollow, and unsettling, like air passing through something broken. The next night it returned. Sometimes it sounded like a low cry, sometimes like a long breath, sometimes like something moving deep inside. Fear did not arrive suddenly. Crept in quietly. People began whispering. The well sounds different now. It was never like this before. Something must be wrong inside. At first, no one took it seriously. But then, one evening, an old woman named Sarla dropped her metal bucket. As it struck the stones inside the well, the sound echoed back violently, twisting into a loud, frightening roar. Sarla screamed and ran. That night, no one slept peacefully. Soon, stories grew. Some said an animal had fallen inside and was trapped. Others said underground air had changed. A few claimed something unseen lived below. No one knew the truth, but everyone felt afraid. During the day, people still drew water, but quickly. No one stayed near the well longer than necessary. At night, the area remained completely empty. Then came the first real consequence. Water use reduced. Crops suffered. Animals weakened. Arguments began. Still, fear controlled them more than thirst. The village elders gathered and decided to act. They called John, the strongest farmer in Sundarpur. John laughed when he heard about the well. "A sound cannot defeat a man," he said. That night, John walked to the well carrying a torch and rope. Villagers watched from a distance. He struck the stone edge with his stick. The sound that rose was not a voice, but a sudden, violent echo. The torchlight flickered as air rushed upward. Loose stones rattled. The noise grew louder as John leaned closer. His confidence vanished. He stepped back. "This well is unstable," he said quietly and left. The next day, fear doubled. Then came Karen, the village guard. He had faced wild animals before and carried a spear. "I will check it properly," he promised. At night, he lowered a rope with a heavy stone tied to it. As the stone struck broken wood inside, the well released a deep, vibrating sound that shook the ground. The rope twisted violently. Dust rose from the opening. Karen's hands trembled. "This place is dangerous," he warned and walked away. Soon, even the bravest villagers refused to go near the well. Days passed. The fields dried further. Children complained of thirst. Still, the well stood unused at night, feared and avoided. Among all this fear, one person observed quietly. A thin boy named Ariv. Ariv noticed patterns others ignored. The sound came only when the wind blew strongly. It changed when objects fell inside. It echoed differently depending on where one stood. He said to his mother, "Something inside the well is broken." His mother silenced him. "Do not talk foolishly." But Ariv could not let it go. One night, when the moon was bright and the wind steady, Ariv took a lantern and rope. His heart beat fast, but his steps were steady. The villagers followed secretly, hiding behind walls and trees. As Arav reached the well, the sound returned. Not louder, not threatening, just hollow and uneven. He did not run. He leaned forward and lowered the lantern slowly. The light revealed cracked stones, broken wooden supports, and old buckets tangled together. Wind rushed through gaps, striking the wood and stone, twisting into frightening sounds. Arav tied the rope and climbed down carefully. The sound changed as he moved. Then silence. He removed a loose wooden plank. The noise stopped completely. Arav climbed out and called the villagers. Slowly they approached. Shame filled the air. The elders ordered repairs immediately. Broken stones were replaced. Old debris removed. The well became stable again. That night, the village slept peacefully. Water returned. Life returned. And fear disappeared, not because it was fought, but because it was understood. Friends, this story teaches us 3 important lessons. First, neglected problems grow louder over time. Second, fear increases when we refuse to examine the cause. Third, courage is not about strength. It is about willingness to look closer. Do not run from problems. Face them early. Understand them calmly. Because once truth is revealed, fear has no place to hide.